Hi everyone. For today's lesson, we are going to continue in discussing Chapter 1, Matter. In this lesson, we are going to discuss about stoichiometric calculations. First, let's define stoichiometry. Stoichiometry is the quantitative study of the reactants and the product in the chemical reaction. Stoichiometry can be used to calculate quantities such as the amount of product that can be produced with a given reactant and the percent yield. Stoichiometry calculations can predict how elements and components diluted in the standard solution react in the experimental conditions. Now, let's take a look for an example to understand the concept of stoichiometry. Let's say we have an example of a chemical reaction between calcium carbonate, hydrogen chloride to form calcium chloride, carbon dioxide, and water. From the given equation, we can understand that when 1 mole of calcium carbonate reacts with 2 mole of hydrogen chloride, thus it will yield 1 mole calcium chloride, 1 mole carbon dioxide, and 1 mole of water. Let's take a look for another example. Based on the chemical reaction, how many moles of hydrochloric acid do we need to react with 0.5 moles of zinc as a given chemical reaction? From the chemical equation given, we can see that 1 mole of zinc requires 2 mole of hydrochloric acid. Thus, if 0.5 mole of zinc are reacted, how many mole of hydrochloric acid needed? In this case, to determine the number of mole of hydrochloric acid, we can use cross-multiply method. Then we will obtain the number of mole of hydrochloric acid that equals to 1 mole. Next example. How many moles of H2O will be formed when 0.25 mole of ethanol burned in oxygen? The chemical reaction equation are as given. Based on the chemical equation given, we can see that when 1 mole of ethanol reacted, it produced 3 mole of water. Thus, if 0.25 mole of ethanol reacted, how many moles of H2O formed? In the way to determine the number of mole of H2O formed when 0.25 mole of ethanol reacted, we can use a cross-multiply method. Thus, we will obtain the number of mole of water formed that equals to 0.75 mole. Now, you can try this exercise question. We will discuss the answer during our class meeting.